Hello, Keith McCrone here from the Ultimate Track Day Experience, and thank you very much for joining me on another video. Now, first I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody that's been inundating us with all of the email questions. And if you have any questions, you can hit us up below. Our phone number and the email address is right below us. So I want to talk a little bit about tires because I had a lot of emails that came in that were talking about tires. And also I want to talk a little bit about our schedule so I can share with you at the end what the schedule is going to look like for 2021. But on tires, I mean, at the end of the day, I want you to be thinking about the car that you're in is basically working with a tire patch. This one here is going to be a 305 680 18 Pirelli. So you're looking at the tire patch is this wide and you're probably using about this much of the tire. So all the way around this particular car, you're working with just this little tire patch. And the goal is to get this tire patch working the best we possibly can with the track or the pavement. Okay, so now to do that, we have to make sure that we have good tires on the car. So what do we mean by good tires? Well, there's some folks out there that buy used tires. There's some folks that go out there and buy brand new tires. Now, I'll tell you the pros and cons. Buying used tires are great. You're going to save some money. The only thing is you don't know exactly what you're getting. Now, if you've got a good source and you've, let's say, had some luck in buying some used tires and there's maybe 2 or 3 heat cycles on them, and I'll explain what a heat cycle is, well, then that's a great way to go and you're fine and you're covered on tires. But if you're running into a problem where you're putting tires on and let's say they have slow leaks or there's flat spots or vibrations or let's just say the tires don't seem to last, well, then I think you need to find another supplier as far as used tires, or you need to go with some new tires. Now, on the new tire side, let's talk about pros and cons there. Well, they're expensive, right? But this is a commodity on the vehicle. That's something that you're just going to burn through. It's like fuel. It's an expense that you're just going to burn through every time you're on the track. Now, as far as the brand new tires, I would always be careful on your first couple laps. You want to stay off your curbs because sometimes the sidewalls can be a little bit soft at that time. And you're going to start to crack these sidewalls, which then ruins the tires. So first lap or two, you're probably going about maybe 80%, and I would recommend you staying off the curbs until the tires get up to temperature. Now let's talk a little bit about heat cycles. Okay, now all of this is gonna change depending on the stiffness of the car, the abrasiveness of the track, how hard you're driving is going to determine sometimes how many heat cycles you're going to be able to get out of these tires. Now, it varies across the board. It could give you Pirellis, Michelin, Firestone, Hoosiers, Toyos, it doesn't matter. But if you're using a slick, you want to make sure that you're keeping an eye on the heat cycles. Now, what's happening with the heat cycles, there's a compound that's inside this tire. And the compound is what's mixed with the tire rubber itself is what's giving you the traction that you need on the track. What happens is we start to distort that compound and it distorts then the rubber and we're not able to get the same traction. So the tire might then become a little harder and it's not getting as much traction. Now you may not feel it fall off depending on your experience level. You might feel that, hey, it starts to fall off at maybe somewhere around the 10, 11, 12 heat cycle mark, but it might only fall off maybe for you, maybe about a half a second. Now, if you're somebody that's got some experience, you might start to see it fall off at maybe heat cycle 6, and then it's going to fall off maybe 4/10, half a second, and then it may maintain until the 12th heat cycle, and then from there it's going to fall off further. But I will tell you, there's nothing more important to make sure that you got a good set of tires underneath your car. Oftentimes, I see people go out there, whether it be testing or maybe just enjoying let's just say an HPDE event, and they start to adjust the car to worn tires. Well, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you have good tires underneath the car, and you want to adjust the car to good tires. Now, last thing in closing here, because a lot of emails came in wanting to know about the schedule. The schedule will be up this week. So you're going to have the schedule up this week. It looks like January all the way to December, we're going to be running one event every month, except for maybe 1 month we might be running no events, and then we'll pick up another event on another month. So we definitely will get out minimal 12 times. Unless we're dealing with the folks at the Motorsports Ranch, that's going to be our hub when we're down south, and we'll be running quite a bit at that particular facility. Again, if you need to get a hold of us, down below is our contact information. Thank you very much for joining me on this video. Hope you're doing well and your family. Be safe, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.